We didn't know it yet, but a deluge of epic proportions was about to trap us in an event we would remember for the rest of our lives.
You might be about to get jumped on here. Get under the boulder! This is absolutely insane. Come on! Get out of the rope! I'm getting launched out!
12 years ago, I made a big mistake. As a result, I was engulfed in the middle of what all canyoneers and desert hikers fear most, being caught in a flash flood. What had started as a moderate day of canyoneering in Zion National Park with my best friend, my brother, and another coworker turned into a fight to live. The monsoon season in canyon country is a dangerous time. Here in the Southwest, an isolated storm can drop an inch or more of rain in less than an hour. These incredible displays of nature are fierce, awe-inspiring, and truly terrifying. And the last place you want to be during a storm like this is in a narrow canyon, where even a small amount of rain can produce deadly walls of water. My friends and I miscalculated the risk we took that day. And as a result, we were pinned under a massive set of boulders as a 300-foot waterfall pummeled us, and we desperately fought to keep from being swept away and over another series of waterfalls below. It's the closest I've come to death. In a way, that experience has haunted me and each of us that were there that day. For the last 12 years, my friend and I have wanted to go back, to revisit this place and this experience that has been seared into my soul. And that day finally came, for us to get our redemption in Zion National Park. All right, so here's the plan. We've got 2 bikes. We're parking where they kind of close off the access up into the inner canyon of Zion, and then we're gonna go ride our bikes to the trailhead, hike up 2.5 hours, multiple miles up the West Rim Trail, which goes by Angel's Landing and some spectacular terrain. And then we will drop into the canyon, the notorious canyon where our legendary start began. Got a windy morning. Windy start to the day here. Big steep ascent. So just behind me here with that little bit of sunlight, that's Angel's Landing. That's one of the most classic hikes in the US. It's super intimidating. You go up this narrow little spine of rock with drops on both sides. You gotta hold on to chains. It's a wild, wild hike. And this is also just one of my favorite vantage points in all of Zion. Oh, I love this place so much. Getting up pretty high. We're now on a little bit of a slick rock section. That big bright area is where we're going, so we're hustling as much as we can to get up and do all of our climbing while we're still in the shade. We've hit our trail junction. Now we're splitting off from the main trail and diving into Behunin. This is the canyon that 12 years ago it all went down for the 2 of us, as well as my brother and another friend. So, breaking the veil, getting back in.
I think we followed this for a little while before the first rappel. And it's kind of like, just little drops and stuff.
Yeah.
Where we saw that dead deer.
Yeah, there was the dead deer. That was ominous.
Yeah. I'm glad we saw a living deer this time.
Yeah, we saw a living deer. The opposite.
Yeah.
We just got into the main part of the canyon here. Right around here is where the first rappel is. You ready for this?
Oh yeah. Yeah, sunny skies, just like it was last time.
This is always like a moment of truth kind of thing where, once you go in, the only way out is through.
Rope.
Oh.
Tree.
Oh no.
Alright.
Oh, we're good. Good first start. Are you feeling anything about jumping in?
I'm happy to be here. And I'm excited that my birthday.
Yeah, this is Eric's birthday trip. So every year we try to do some sort of fun adventure on his birthday. Eric's on the first rappel coming down. And now we have 2 more to get down this big first stage. This is kind of the first real committing rappel of the trip. So here we go. We have to go down into there. I think the rope is short. Almost down. That was stressful. All right, so that was kind of intense. It's never fun to have to readjust your ropes when you're in the middle of something. So that was not my favorite thing. But we got it set, and I probably overreacted. I think I had enough to get to this ledge, but I just couldn't see it, and that kind of freaked me out. So I was happy to have gotten to a ledge where I could have Eric give me some extra rope. He's coming down. Nice big section with some free hanging rappels.
Woo, this is a fun one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really good rappel. Yeah, buddy. Birthday dance. Okay, so my buddy and I, we just came down off of this rappel. Super awesome 4-stage rappel. Had a little excitement in there, but we were also just baking away in the sun. So I really am crazy thirsty, and I've been sweating a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take an Element, which is an electrolyte replacement mix, and I'm gonna add this to some water, and I'm gonna drink it up because I am super thirsty. And Element has been a sponsor on this channel for a long time, and they're the sponsor of this video. The reason why I love Element is because as I'm out hiking and backpacking and doing activities like this, I'm sweating and I'm losing my salts, and this is the best way that I've found to replace them. And it really helps me feel better at the end of a day, get rid of headaches, get rid of muscle fatigue, and sleep better at the end of the night. So if you want to check them out, just go to the link below at drinkelement.com/Eric Hansen, and Element will throw in a free sample pack with any purchase. Thanks to Element for sponsoring this video, and now let's keep going here in Behunin. Rope. That's what I like to hear. Boom. Boom, baby, boom. Boom, baby, boom. Low key, one of my favorite things in these canyons is these sheets of manganese, I believe it is, which is like an iron. And it forms all together, and it helps create rifts where the sandstone will be soft on one side and erode away and hard on the other. Creates slot canyons. I love these things.
I just keep on wondering, how high in here was the water? And everywhere I go, I'm like, okay, would that be the escape route? You have to get up there, get up over there. How could I have escaped the water? How high would it have been when it's kicking right through here at full speed?
I feel like we'd be under 10 feet of water here.
10 feet? Yeah, I think having to get up there. That's right.
Yeah, maybe that bush.
Yeah. I don't think I remember how pretty this was because I think we were running.
We were not enjoying ourselves here.
No.
We were just starting to realize
Yeah.
we might be in trouble.
There was some big rain coming.
Plenty of rope. This is the last rappel until we do the big exit, which is where everything was really going down when we were in the flash flood. So right here is when the raindrops really started to come down and start to really crush us. And that's when our sense of urgency skyrocketed. And then we started moving down canyon to our final rappel, which we are very close to. And that is also the very big rappel. It's kind of the classic rappel of what makes this canyon so special is a 2-stage, 300 foot in total, roughly 300 foot in total, rappel into the main canyon of Zion.
There it is, baby.
The big dog. Are they still on the next one?
Yeah, they just throwing the rope now.
Yeah. So most of today, especially in the last like hour or two, I felt like a big kind of like baseline of anxiety that's been higher than normal. And part of that's just being in the canyon and, you know, you're trying to do delicate work and I'm trying to remember. I haven't even been canyoneering in a while. So that's definitely part of it. But there is just like, I think there's this reminder that it's this place that has been such a formative place. And partially because of lack of care in some capacity that we got into such trouble in the first place. So there's been just like more of that like pit in my stomach for the day than I'm used to.
Rope. This is my little hidey hole that it's just pouring rain, and this was actually dry in here, so I just hung out in here while everybody else went down and had no idea what was happening out there because I was dry for a minute.
You were the last one.
Yeah, so I was the last one, yeah.
And this, when everything was starting to flash, this is where you were?
Yeah.
We're at the top of our final rappel of the day, and this is where, when we were in the flash flood, things truly got nuts. Everything turned into chaos. And I was the first one down, and again, I'm gonna be the first one down. Eric was the last one down. Again, he's gonna be the last one down. Except in the previous incident, there were 2 other people. And yeah, this is really strange being back here. All right, it's time to go actually rappel this. All right, buddy. Gonna put a little rope management down here, so hopefully.
My hidey hole if you need me.
Yeah, there you go. Final rappel into Zion Canyon. Whew. This is intense. Oh my goodness. What a crazy rappel. And straight into sitting. Wow. Off rappel! Oh, that's a sight. Oh my God. This brings back memories. This view right here, staring up the underside of this boulder. I think I was tucked right about here. staring up. Praying for myself and my friend's survival. Whoa.
Woo!
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah, bud. I want a hug. Redemption.
Yeah. I did it clean this time.
We did it clean. You were there?
I think I was here.
It was really weird for me coming down because it wasn't the rappel. It was the entering the boulder space
Oh, yeah.
that brought it all back. Of like lowering into this like protection of this boulder. The water would come down, crash on this boulder, and fill this space. I was wedging in, trying to not get swept away. Water over my legs, water coming around my back, out of these boulders.
Wasn't all bad. I made some good corrections to my life after it happened.
Yeah?
I think it was the first time I had the sense of I was mortal. I went through the kind of stages of death because I thought at first we were gonna get crushed. I was like, okay, because seeing all the debris and stuff coming off the logs and everything, that's why we took shelter in the first place. But that was like, okay, preparing for that, to get crushed, to have this rock right here, just snap, and it's done. And then after that, it was the flooding, and like, okay, prepare myself. Once I get dislodged, I'm gonna try my best to grab on and get to the side as fast as I can as I get rushed down through this rock boulder field. So you prepare for essentially like that you're gonna die, and then it didn't happen. I definitely took some action and ended up getting a wife out of it, sort of, because I ended up dating my now wife a week later. So that was good.
I remember this being pivotal for me too. I think in a lot of ways. I know that, like, I talked to my brother a lot about like if this was like a wake-up call in some ways, and talked to you about this being a wake-up call in some ways. And I think it was, but in a different way, because I had just come out of like divorce and feeling like my life was adrift. I had come to move to Utah to work in wilderness therapy and was starting to pursue videography, which is why I was like filming this whole flash flood event in the first place. It's because I was working on like a documentary. And I think that the flood for me kind of reaffirmed that I was on the right track, and that I was doing what was like in my heart. So in a sense, I also was preparing for death. I remember filming with my GoPro and being like, well, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die. This GoPro's gonna get washed down. They're gonna find it somewhere, and it's going to be the record of me and my brother and my two friends dying. And my parents are gonna see it. They're gonna see how their two sons died, their only two sons, or their only two kids. So that was like sobering and heavy for sure, but I also felt like for the first time in a long time that I was pursuing like what I really wanted to pursue. Everybody dies. I wanted to die making it worth it, making it count. I think why I'm feeling the emotion, actually. I think why I'm feeling all this emotion come up is because I'm actually feeling joyful that the last 12 years have been spent well. And I'm kind of proud of myself, I think, for like doing the things that I was trying to do 12 years ago when I almost died. It feels kind of cool in a way to be like, not trying to like pat myself on the back, but it is like, this was a moment that influenced me to give me the resolve to do the things that I'm now benefiting from so greatly. Having an amazing wife, having a job I love, living in a place I love with great community and great friends, getting to pursue things that I really care about. I'm pretty stoked on that. Yeah, and it came up. I did not think I thought all day, I was like, I don't know, maybe there's gonna be something, and I got here and I was like, oh, no, probably not. And there it goes. All that to say, I am really grateful. I'm grateful for you, Eric, for being my lifelong adventure buddy, for always going to do crazy stuff with me, calling me up to be like, let's go do something crazy, like drive to Utah and get up at 2 a.m. to come do this canyon again. Been through a lot with me, so I'm grateful for you. All right, my friends, thank you for watching this adventure of us redeeming or getting redemption here in Behunin Canyon. This was a fun one. Please leave Eric a well wishes and a birthday comment in the comments below. I'm sure he will be loving reading those every day. So thanks so much for watching. I'm Eric Hansen. See you on the trail.
We did it. We're back to water.